Indiana Dunes Tourism, located between Chicago and South Bend in northwest Indiana, is a proud supporter of Irish Illustrated. Extend your Notre Dame visit with a trip to the nation's newest national park. Visit indianadunes.com.
Notre Dame does indeed maximize its possessions, and the defense handles Malcolm Perry and the Navy triple option as Notre Dame wins a 52-20 game, Tim, that wasn't nearly that close.
That's why I couldn't remember the score when you just said it. It was a absolute disintegration of Navy's triple option. They destroyed them. They corralled Malcolm Perry. You told me at some point, Malcolm Perry is 117 yards. He got 46 on one incredible escape, which Troy Pride ran him down right over there. Look, you cannot play an athlete better than they did. That defense under Clark Lee, it was a phenomenal effort. The second half, you know they're going to give up some points at the end because you got to be fair to the second half string. They don't practice as much this week against the option because it's just a different situation. But, boy, as complete of a game as Notre Dame has played since last year against Syracuse when they were a top 3 team in the country.
Notre Dame had, again, we were talking about 9 possessions for the game. They had 6 in the first half. They scored 5 touchdowns and a field goal and just completely disarmed anything that Navy wanted to do. Malcolm Perry did show signs early on, and I will not change my opinion about him. Because he is legit. But Notre Dame wins the line of scrimmage. Brian Kelly talked about the things that they did to prevent him and others from getting to the edge. And it was, when they talk about 11 players contributing, it was somebody different all the time, whether it was a defensive lineman making penetration or Asmar Bilal around the football or Khalid Kareem making a fumble caused or Kyle Hamilton breaking up at the exact right time and slicing through and making a tackle. It was 11 guys playing quality football against a triple option that we know is very, very good.
And on the other side, there were probably 11 guys, but there's 2 we have to talk about because Ian Book and Chase Claypool, 4 touchdowns to Claypool, 5 touchdowns overall. I'm sure Notre Dame fans love the Braden Lenzy bomb touchdown when Book completely aired it out. He is playing his best football ever. I guess you could go back to Wake Forest Stanford range, but going back to that range, 3rd game in a row, he's led Notre Dame in rushing. If I told you Ian Book was going to lead the Irish in rushing today with 31 yards, you'd think, oh, man, how'd they blow that game? But they are rolling offensively. I thought Kelly said it best. The team got together and said, we have 3 games left. We don't care who we're playing. It's how we are going to play together. And he even made a little hint towards next year, how he likes how they have responded from the injuries. He mentioned 4 guys out. 3 will be back next year in Hainsey Kramer and Dalen Hayes. They're playing their best football now. I know it's a little too late for some people because they weren't playing their best football in late October, but apparently they really needed that loss to find themselves, and we'll see where it takes them.
We can't come up with enough words to describe Chase Claypool. I mean, the guy's just absolutely ridiculous. He's a tremendous college football player. The 4th of the 4 touchdowns, from our vantage point up there on the across the field, it's like you're straining to see, did he hold on to it? Was he in bounds? And then you see the replay, and it was all done very easily. I want, Ian Book was absolutely tremendous today. You can just see the way he's getting rid of the football, that he has complete confidence that it's going to be on target. This is why Brian Kelly and Chip Long never hesitated in keeping him in the lineup. And when you add up the end of the Virginia Tech game, the performance against Duke, and I know there are a couple interceptions in there, but those were a little bit fluky. He was getting hit by one, the other one could have been caught. And then today against Navy, and that's a pretty good Navy secondary. That secondary can match up against a lot of Power 5 secondaries. He was great today.
I want to ask Brian Kelly to follow up tomorrow what the mechanism he is. He used that word. Book has found a mechanism to deal with the pressure. It's galvanized him and his team because Chase Claypool could not stop mentioning Ian Book and how much Ian Book means to him, how important it is that they're roommates on the road, that Book trusts him. Look, they are not a perfect team because their season will show imperfections. They have a very bad game on the docket that they cannot get rid of, but they're playing at a level now where you want to see them go to a New Year's Six Bowl and play a good team because you think they can go out and take that team out. And I never would have said that 2 weeks ago. And no one in the world would have said that 3 weeks ago.
They've definitely played their best football here the last 2 games, and all they can control is what they have in front of them. And Boston College is a team that can do some things offensively. I've been watching them today, and they're going to pound the football, but defensively they have issues. And Stanford is just not as good as Notre Dame, so they have an opportunity to finish this season on the rise, to finish 10-2. Whether that leads to a New Year's Six Bowl or not, they should get an opponent that we want to see them play at the end of the season. and as you said, you can finish it off the right way. Notre Dame absolutely brilliant today in a 52-20 victory over the Naval Academy.